The following is a Thorf TV production brought to you in cooperation with Jack Thorfinson. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for the SOCS Show, brought to you live from Mr. Holster's Ranch, way up north near the Canadian border. Let's have a big round of applause for our MC tonight. Here he comes, Cousin Jimmy!
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the SOCS Show, the special edition. Hi, Jack. Jack, you just look marvelous. You really do. Oh my gosh! And after last night, I thought you'd be out cold, seriously. But you just look great. You do. Oh my gosh! I just want to come over and touch your hair. Your hair is just gorgeous, Jack. Yeah, Jack and I, we went to the VFW last night to celebrate his return from his little trip. And sorry, Jack, I almost said what you were doing. Sorry, Jack. Take a lock, swallow the key. Jack and I, anyways, we went down to the VFW to celebrate his return. I'm afraid we both had a little too much to drink, way too much to drink. Oh my gosh, when I got up this morning, even my hair hurt. Seriously. And I told Jack, Jack, when we were there, I said, Jack, you can't buy happiness. And Jack said, and you did, Jack, you said, but you can sure pour it. And we did. Oh gosh. But at any rate, I want to take this moment right here to announce something that Rich 4150, he's got a new game show he's going to have on his channel. You might want to tune into it. Every week, the Crazy Scotsman, Ebomi, and Mr. Holster will look in a mirror and see if they can figure out who they are. I'm just joking. Yeah, Mr. Holster, Mr. Holster every night takes a bottle of rye whiskey with him to bed because he just doesn't want to sleep alone. Seriously, though, Mr. Holster has really become health conscious with all the things that have happened, and he's given up drinking rye. He has. He switched to milk. Last night, he drank 2.5 gallons of whole milk. I tell you, by the end of the evening, he was positively homogenized. Speaking of Mr. Holster, that's right, here he is, direct from the bar, Mr. Holster! Howdy, Parge. Yeah, it's me, Mr. Holster. And Jack, let's get the show on the road. I tell you, Cousin Jimmy was really good tonight. Jack, don't you think Cousin Jimmy was really good tonight? Yeah, I think he was really on. He really did a great job. What do you got going over? Well, we'll get to that, Jack. We'll get to that. Let's get the show started off right. As Machine Gun Kelly would say, let's pop the top on this one. What have we got here? What is this, Jack? Am I allowed to drink this? You say it doesn't matter? Knock yourself out, huh? Okay. Laguntas Hop Stupid Ale. 8% by volume. Alcohol by volume. It's brewed and bottled by the Laguntas Brewing Company, Petaluma, California. I remember going to Petaluma, California. It's across the bridge from San Francisco. I had a case and had to go out there back in the, was that the late 80s, Jack? Jack. Was it the late 80s? Boy, you and Cousin Jimmy really tied it on last night, didn't you? You're gonna be a real wet blanket tonight, Jack. Yeah, I had a case. Well, anyway, yeah, I was out there in a case once. So that lasted for 2 weeks too, Jack. Yeah, been trying to forget that ever since. Well, let's pop the top on this one, as Machine Gun Kelly would say. We'll take the old $6 pocket watch. There we go. Now, you want to smell the cap, Jack? You know, it's beer. It really doesn't smell much. Yeah, I miss the rye whiskey, too. Those were good days. Never to be seen again. Here we go. We'll let you smell the bottle cap. We'll do an e-bomi and you can see the bottle cap. How's that? Yeah, that really doesn't smell like anything. Well, let's get going. Let's have our toast and get the show on the road. Oh my God, Jack. West Texas dust. Pour a little in the old beer glass. I think we're gonna have to change our show a little bit, Jack. It's about half a bottle. I guess that's about a 2-glass bottle, Jack. Looks good. It's kind of golden in color. You ready? To the sunny slopes of long ago. That doesn't heat you up and cool you down all at the same time. Not very bitter, Jack. Kind of sweet. You know, I like my pale ales more bitter. Wonder if it says on here the degree of bitterness. I think they used to call that something like that. No, it really doesn't say. Oh yeah, it does right in the top. IBU.4U. 102 IBU.4U. There, that's a new one on me. I haven't even quite figured out the other one yet. I'm sure about the time I figure out they'll be dropping me in the ground.
The SOCS Show is brought to you tonight by e-bomi Limited, LLC, makers of the e-bomi bug-out bag.
I tell you guys, it's still snowing here. And did you know the best summer that I can remember up here was in 1968? Yeah, I think it was a Thursday. At the hospital, the doctor noticed I was having chills. So he was very nice to me. He put me in a room with a very attractive gal that was having hot flashes. Every time I go into the doctor now for a checkup, the nurse screams. This last time, I looked at myself in the mirror. I decided it doesn't take much to get a nurse to scream. Please help me look for my BVDs. You like that one, Jack? Oh, man. I think he's asleep. The monologue's that bad, huh, Jack? You're going to fall asleep in the middle of a monologue? Did you know your tail's almost in that John Wayne shot class? Just thought I'd mention that. When I got back from the hospital, my wife cooked me a big breakfast the next morning. It had been so long since I had a home-cooked meal, I had totally forgotten what Alka-Seltzer tastes like. I told my wife, a man is like a fine wine. He gets better with age. And she locked me in the cellar. Jack and Jimmy, they had a few last night. They were out partying at the VFW. And Jack brought home a manhole cover and tried to play it on his photograph. And then I heard him outside the window arguing, and Jimmy's idea of a manhole cover was, trust me, totally different. He didn't know what Jack was talking about. But the two of them, they started singing. You know, Jack has a very, very, very nice voice. Yeah, very sexy voice. Matter of fact, his voice is so sexy that every time he sings, the frog in his throat does a striptease. And along with the other problems I have, I've been having a problem with heartburn. So Jack's come up with a solution. He's made me a new drink. It's 1 part vodka, 1 part orange juice, and 1 part milk and magnesia. He calls it a Phillips screwdriver.
The SOCS Show, starring Mr. Holster and Jack, is sponsored by E-Bomi Limited, LLC, makers of the E-Bomi Bug Out Bag.
Hi guys, Cousin Jimmy here. We're living in just scary times nowadays, and you never know when you're just going to have to grab whatever you can and get out of Dodge. That's why we're bringing you this lovely E-Bomi Limited Bug Out Bag. E-Bomi Limited supplies all the necessities you're going to need when you bug out. Let's peek in E-Bomi's bag. I never thought I'd say that. And see what's inside. Each E-Bomi Limited Bug Out Bag includes a bottle of 12-year-old Chivas Regal, bottled in Scotland. It also includes another bottle of Chivas Regal, 12-year-old blended Scotch whiskey, bottled in Scotland. You also receive a bottle of Chivas Regal blended Scotch whiskey, bottled in Scotland. Let's see what else is in E-Bomi's bag. The E-Bomi official shot glass. Well, I guess that goes with the Scotch. And what else has he got? Oh, look. Here's something. The E-Bomi Limited LLC Gerbil Retrieval Kit. Let's see what's inside, guys. A wax-coated retrieval line and just a beautiful little Western collar for your gerbil. Surprises me it's not studded. What else has E-Bomi got in his bag? Well, nothing. I guess that's it. I guess that's all he's worried about taking with him. The E-Bomi Bug Out Bag, only $19.95. Good monologue tonight, Jack. You did a good job. You really did, yeah. It was a great monologue. You're right on your game, and especially after all the activities you had, driving all the country, bringing the car back, and even made that side trip to Syria. Yeah. So it's been an eventful week that ended up an accumulation of uneventful events, and we're not going to talk about that tonight because it's a SOCS show. We're here to have fun, not to rehash my problems with the Medica, the insurance company. This is what we're looking at tonight. Just a second while I whip this out. See, if this were E-Bomi's channel, you'd be turning it off. I got this out, and I think I've shown it before, but I have yet to use this, and so this will probably be in one of the future HardTarget range shows. This is a Ruger American, and I can see the magazine's not in there, and so I hesitated there for a second because I'm thinking, well, this is a 22 Magnum, and that magazine holds 9 rounds, and I bet it's gotten mixed in with the... Yeah, that's still good. Mixed in with the 1022s. I'll have to find that and retrieve it. So, yeah, it's got a rotary magazine just like a 1022 would have. It happens to be a 9-round capacity for this gun, a 22 Magnum bolt-action rifle. And, you know, the neat things about this, well, there's several things I like about these. Number one, they're inexpensive. You can get these for anywhere from $199 to $299, depending upon the cartridge, whether it's a 22 long rifle or a 17 or a 22 Magnum. It's got a couple features that are pretty neat. We'll start in the buttstock here. And one of the things I really like about this is this buttstock is removable here. You screw out the swivel for your sling, and you can put the other buttstock that comes with it in case you're going to use an optic. Mr. Holster doesn't own any optics, so I don't really have much use for that, but that has a raised cheek piece in case you're going to use an optic on this gun. That's kind of a nice thing. Comes with the gun at that price. Thing I like about it is where the safety is located, like my Mossberg Shockwave. It's right up here, ambidextrous tang-mounted safety. I really like tang-mounted safeties. If you're going to put a safety on a rifle, that's where I want it. Very, very much so do I like that. The other thing it has an adjustable trigger, and I'm going to go off the top of my head because I really can't remember. I think it goes from 3.5 pounds up to 5 pounds. And I think it's preset at 5 pounds, and then you can adjust it with an Allen wrench down to 3.5 pounds. Of course, we talked about the magazine. The other thing I like about it is ease of cleaning this gun. It's very simple to clean because the bolt pops out just by depressing this little lever right here. And the bolt comes out just like that. Simple as can be to clean this gun, and simple to take the bolt and put it back in. Of course, it's got a traditional sight system on it, like a 1022. This one happens to have a fiber optic front, but that traditional V, I actually don't have it set up for the V. I've turned the thing around so it's got more of a traditional sight on it, instead of having the, well, yeah, whatever. Mr. Holster's getting old. Actually, I haven't putzed with this at all yet. So it is what it is. It's just set up with that. It's got that diamond hasn't been turned around yet. I call it a V. It's really not a V. It's that diamond. It really annoys me to have that on the back sight. I haven't turned it around yet. I was thinking about my little 1022, the Ranch 1022 that I have. No, I haven't changed this sight. Yeah, that diamond annoys me. It distracts me, frankly. And I haven't changed that. You can take those little screws out and reverse that, but I haven't done that yet. And then you just have basically, instead of that, you've just got the notch. You don't see the diamond. The diamond distracts me. I don't know why I call it a V sight. At any rate, nice little gun, inexpensive. Of course, it's got a nylon fiberglass impregnated stock on it, sturdy stock, kind of an all-weather deal. And I've got a sling on it because you got to have a sling on your rifle, because a sling to a rifle is like a holster to a sidearm. And I like these slings. They're inexpensive. They're about $12 at Brownells, and they have this kind of sticky, it's not really sticky, but it's the way it's made, it sticks to your shoulder really nice. So I call it sticky, but it's really not sticky, but it sticks to your shoulder. This elastic, wide elastic band with, and I love this little loop here because I carry my rifles African style, and I like to have that there. For $12, you can't beat this sling. Nylon and that elastic loop like that, elastic, and then the nylon loop to put your thumb in. And these polymer ends on the sling with this long threaded screw that screws on, they're never coming off, and they're very sturdy. You can't beat it for $12. There you go, guys. A nice little rifle that in a pinch might even work with a Coyote in 22 Magnum. Handy little thing to have around. That's why I picked it up. Yet to shoot it, though. And I can't even tell you when I got it. But we're going to get out to the HardTarget range and shoot this in the next couple weeks. You might want to tune in if you're interested. Well, there you go, guys. Jack, that's another SOCS Show. I know, I can't blame you for being so tired, buddy. All the work you did to go get, you got your little sports car back, which, you know, it's really not a sports car. It's a Ford Focus. But yeah, you got your little sports car. I know. It's got the high-performance 151 horsepower engine. He thinks it's a sports car. I say, no, Jack, it's a four-door Ford Focus. Yeah. And not a very new one either. But it's low mileage. He picked it up. He won in a crap game, actually. Well, then you lost it again. Then you stole it back, Jack. You feel better now you stole it? They were using loaded dice. Well, okay. I'm going to take that at face value, Jack. But you got it back. Plus you hopped a flight. This is great. He went to an Air Force base and he hopped a flight and he rode shotgun on a couple missions there to Syria. Jack, you are the man. You really are, buddy. I am proud to know you. And thank you for your service, by the way. Jack. Thank you for your service. Yeah, thanks, buddy. You are what makes America great. Yeah, I know. You don't care. Just give me a cigarette and a shot of Jack. I know, Jack. Well, there you go, guys. The Ruger American rifle in .22 Magnum, Mr. Holster and Jack, and some Laguntas. Yeah, I know it's from California, but you know, there are some really, really decent people. Pinky, this one's to you. Some really good people out there in California, and unfortunately, yeah, the moonbeams have gained control, and yeah, it's never land out there. Pretty much. So there you go, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support. Till next time, from Mr. Holster and Jack. And don't forget Cousin Jimmy's commercial. You know, you might want to go check that product out. He's awful proud of being a sponsor for that. Guys, you know Cousin Jimmy. Yeah. At any rate, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, for Mr. Holster and Jack, go out and stay safe. How much of their life do you think they wasted watching that? Oh my God, it's got a... Oh, is this still on, Jack?